Hey YouTube, it's ShryphonX here. Today we're going to be talking about Boruto, 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 24. Like and subscribe for more content. Is Jura actually unstoppable? The third Boruto TBV arc is coming. Boruto, 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 24. Full spoilers. While Kawaki has been victorious, Jura continues to unveil his terrifying, everlasting power. In the preceding Boruto, 2 Blue Vortex Chapter, Kawaki arrives to rescue Boruto and destroy Jura's right eye. Boruto, 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 24 is titled Kawaki Uzumaki. This chapter has 41 pages. The color page features Kawaki in a white and teal background. Editor's note: on the day the brothers joined forces, Boruto informed Kawaki of their strategy for the battle against Jura. The chapter commences with a flashback where Boruto outlines their attack plan on Jura. Their objective is to rescue and salvage the Sand Village mission. Boruto informs Kawaki that as soon as Amato lifts his restrictions, Kawaki should head to the sand to serve as backup for Sarada and the rest. Boruto will follow, but he understands that this will trigger Jura's interference. Kawaki warns Boruto that although he witnessed Jura's power for a fleeting moment, it is incredibly powerful, and even if they combined their efforts, they would not be sufficient. Therefore, Boruto gives Kawaki one of his Flying Thunder God symbols. Boruto suggests that their most realistic option is to assist everyone in escaping, but he has a condition. Kawaki must mark the metal pin with his chakra and recognize it as his own to enable long-distance warping. This explains the symbol Boruto left behind where Konohamaru and Mitsuki are. So, Kawaki will act as a diversion to draw Jura's attention. We return to the present, where we receive the second sneak peek on page 4. This sneak peek shows Kawaki absorbing Jura's tailed beast bomb to compensate for Boruto's inability to safely use Karma's absorption ability. However, the tailed beast bomb was a diversion for Jura to sneak behind Kawaki. To escape, Kawaki shrinks himself and drops Deikokutten cubes to distract Jura. This allows Kawaki to swipe Jura with his reverse scale. Kawaki then kicks Jura from behind. Jura recovers and blocks Kawaki's staff. On page 13, we see the first sneak peek where Kawaki stabs Jura multiple times, causing his body to seemingly break down. Boruto checks his hand and tries to calm down as Kawaki's presence seems to stir his own karma. Fortunately, the karma regresses. In the Leaf Village, Sumire is impressed by Kawaki's ability to corner Jura so much. She hopes that this will finally end the human-divine tree threat. Amato disagrees, and Jura wonders how Kawaki Uzumaki gained a sudden increase in power. Jura also notes that Himawari was the same, having gained the 9 tails. Jura thinks that it was as if Inajin Yamanaka's sacrifice was the trigger for the Uzumaki siblings' transformations. Sarada also had a similar circumstance, with Yodo's sacrifice reawakening her Mangekyo Sharingan, allowing her to take down one of the human god trees. Jura suggests that there's a common thread connecting all these occurrences. Jura's current research focuses on love, a concept he initially viewed as a fatal flaw of humanity, particularly evident in the context of Matsuri. However, it also appears to be a contributing factor to unparalleled evolution. Seeking Kawaki's opinion on love, Jura is met with a blunt rejection. Yet, unexpectedly, roots emerge from the ground and cling to Jura's damaged eye, healing it. This 10 tails, like Kagaya, possesses an infinite source of healing, manifesting in the form of the original god tree, which is essentially himself. The possibility of Jura regaining his 10 tails form arises. Jura calmly sits on the roots and observes that it's unusual for Kawaki to come to Boruto's rescue, considering Kawaki's sole concern is Naruto. Jura's journey to the Leaf Village was driven by his desire to find Naruto, and when he failed to locate him, he assumed Naruto was dead. However, Jura's observation of Kawaki's reaction now confirms Naruto's survival. Jura observes Kawaki's inability to lie, a trait he shares with himself. Jura reveals his intention to devour Naruto, a revelation that came to him just then. He realizes that Naruto's connection to the other nine-tailed beasts makes him, in a sense, in love with Naruto. Therefore, if Jura devours Naruto, he will finally comprehend this truth. Angered by Jura's words, Kawaki prepares to attack. However, Boruto intervenes, revealing that he has locked onto the symbol. Hearing of the Flying Thunder God technique, Jura decides to retreat. Boruto intends to move, but Kawaki declares his intent to kill Jura for threatening his adopted father's life, even though he doesn't care about love. As they leave, Kawaki gives Jura a middle finger. Meanwhile, Konohamaru finds Boruto's metal symbol on the ground. Delta explains that they were told to leave it there. Konohamaru should keep his distance, or someone might step on it and cause trouble. Sure enough, Kawaki and Boruto appear in front of Konohamaru, leading to one of the rare comedic scenes in the sequel. When Konohamaru shows Matsuri's Thorn Soul, Boruto suggests they teleport to the leaf. Ida is relieved, but Kashin Koji warns that these changes might destroy an even better future. Koji thinks about Gottfried Leibniz's best of all possible worlds argument, which is a way to explain the existence of evil. However, Koji reveals a shocking update in his vision. Mamushi is coming for Ida right now, which worries Ida. Meanwhile, Jura is enjoying himself when he sees that Kawaki praised him. But Hidari ruins Jura's mood by using new words he's learned, calling him disgusted as hell. In other words, cringe. Editor's note. He was just happy to be praised, but Hidari had to ruin it with one of his newly learned words. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more content. ShryphonX out.